Part 4 of the Olympus Mons Rover Challenge is the report. So this is an individually done task, and you are to create an engaging digital presentation on your vehicle, which is just part 2. The presentation should discuss your design considerations, the physics involved in your design, and address the questions below. This can be done in an interactive PowerPoint, a video, an information brochure, a printed advertisement, etc. It's entirely up to you, but it must be a digital presentation. Ideally, if you're using something like a PowerPoint, it should have lots of animations, buttons to click, or it should be automated so that it's running its own speed and you have your voice over the top of it. So that's a good digital presentation. I don't want to just click through a bunch of slides with text in it. I want it to be visually appealing and digitized. Presentation cannot be longer than 10 minutes if you use some sort of a video animated format, and the questions that you need to address are the following. State the mass, wheel considerations and the effects on the performance and the results. Explain how the conservation of energy and momentum play a part in the design for this race. Explain the largest limitation on your vehicle's time. State and justify 2 ways you could improve your design if you were able to. And explain the concepts and discuss the considerations for drag, the center of gravity, the friction, the forces, and the mass. Include all of your calculations where possible, and reflect on the success of your flight, your landing, and your downhill run successes at this point. Include a reference system of everything that you've used within this. The specific criteria that are being assessed can be seen in this document here, and this will break down each of the criteria. So here we're looking at criteria A, C, and D, and it gives you an example. So this is talking about explaining the design of the landing system with labeled diagrams and your infographic, and explaining the science behind your design with physics energy transformations occurring. Criteria C is describing the improvements or extensions to the design and method that would benefit the scientific investigation. So that's justifying an improvement that you would make. Part D is reflecting on the impacts of science. So this is explaining and evaluating the issues that you had, challenges you had to overcome, evaluating the effectiveness of your design, which is in your presentation, and documenting all of your sources accurately and completely. So they're the individual criteria. They can be seen in the document, they are linked, and there's a quick summary of each of them here below. So that is the final task, part 4, the report for the Olympus Mons Rover Challenge.